Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. In this video, I wanted to talk about why the save files are all jacked up. This video is recorded on Wednesday, March 28th at 6:45 Eastern Time. And I want to currently go over the state of WWE Mayhem. Those of you guys that saw my opening of 5 of the loot cases from spring, obviously on iOS this is not available. It seems like the developers at Reliance Games do work off Android, and unlike Injustice Gods Among Us back in the day where their devices actually updated on iOS first, Android didn't even get all the updates until like the first 2 years to be on par with iOS. So it's something I wanted to check out. Now, as you guys know, I did open up those 5 cases and got gold dust, but I want you guys to see my list right here. Where is gold dust? Why is gold dust not on the list? And why do I still have 2,984 gold? Now for the next 2 demonstrations, I'm going to go on both my Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And I'm going to have obviously a caption showing which device I'm on. And then I'm going to go on my Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. Alright, as you can see from this is Wednesday, March 28th at 6:57 in the evening. So we're going to launch WWE Mayhem. Alright, and as you guys can see right here, the progress actually did not save. That's really weird. The progress actually went on iOS. Probably because progress was actually made on said device. Alright, so to prove once again that the save files are jacked up, we're going to spend the same 2,500 gold that we did in the first case. Because the case is not available on Android, it actually messes it up.
Awesome! A 2-star superstar! Callisto!
The Callisto at Overdrive level 12, which is absolute garbage. We're getting the exact same results that we did the first time around. So yeah, as you guys can see, this pack is not refined. Overdrive level 14 on the Macho Man again. Of course, it stopped on a 2-star gold dust versus the 4-star Macho Man.
Gold dust! Awesome! A 2-star superstar! Jinder Mahal! Awesome! A 2-star superstar! Callisto!
Wow, that's even worse results than the first time. That's absolutely garbage.
Superstar! Ultimate Warrior! But we're off to a winning start. The Uh-oh, we know what's coming. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, we know what's coming. Too much pain for one man. Went for it. Look at this. Bam. Unbelievable. Uh-oh, we know what's coming. Brutal. Oh, do you hear that crowd? Look at this. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's in danger of being pinned. 1, 2, 3. That's it. He's done. A capacity crowd is here tonight. Caught him off guard. Oh, we know what's coming. It's poetry in motion. It's not enough. Look at this. Bam! He just unloaded on him. Uh-oh, we know what's coming. He's on a rampage. I can't watch this. Almost. Rejected. Look at this. Ah, it's pandemonium in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Alright, so we are back on Android. It is currently 7:06 p.m. on Wednesday, March 28th. And we're going to relaunch Mayhem again. This time the gold is not optimized. This time it says we have 484 gold, which is really weird. And in the event, we're actually where we're supposed to be. Alright, so we're back on the iOS account. It is currently 7:08 p.m. and I need to charge my iPad. But we're at SmackDown Live Pittsburgh. And let's show this off. So we have Ric Flair versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's complete this event and continue our experiment.
And here we go.
There's also one other thing that I want to check out, because I did actually use gold dust in that Brahma Bull spring case event. I want to see if I actually have score from it, because that's going to be really interesting.
Look at this. Bam! Unbelievable.
But you would think that if you're collecting gold, that it would actually sync your progress right then and there. I'm not obviously upset spending 2,500 gold and only getting a gold dust and a 3-star Xavier Woods. I feel really cheated out by that, but that's the dangers of loot box gambling and why it's bad for any game. But in Mayhem's defense, it is an optional purchase. You don't have to buy it. So, yeah, that's why it can be justified. And you can earn that currency pretty quickly for money. So we're going to finish out this event and get rid of AJ Styles. 2 tier 4 weights, but that's a little expensive. 550 is not that bad, but we're not going to spend any gold. As you can get 3 for 800.
There's the bell.
And you get 80,000 bucks. Unless you see a tier 4 weight offer for like 300 gold, don't take it. You need the 80,000 bucks way more. So Ric Flair pretty much handled this event without too many problems on Superstar difficulty. I wouldn't actually mind seeing a refresh and adding like a 4th difficulty that adds even more loot and a little bit more challenge. Not necessarily having to give 4-star keys, but it'd be nice to see another difficulty.
Beyond belief. Outstanding.
Because these Superstar difficulty events do not feel like Superstar when you have a decent level 4-star like I do. Ric Flair taking the title. Alright, so we got 50 more 4-star keys, 75 gold, 3,059 total. And said we have 2 events available. So yeah, we have Rank Up Rivals, NXT Technician Trial, SmackDown Live Pittsburgh, and Weekly Sampler. Now, one thing I want to test out, it did actually register my score when I did that fight with Goldust and with Elias, and as you can see by my roster, I actually do not own a Goldust still to this day. And you can see the progress is exactly the same because the case is not available on iOS. And this is where the save file problems are happening. It's a different client. It's different updates pushed out between both games. So whatever it's going to save off of is what you're going to have more progress off of. So one final time, let's go on the Android device and do one final check. All right, so as you guys can see, by the time, it is 7:13 p.m., we're going to close all of our apps out. We're going to go back on WWE Mayhem. And yeah, it shows we have 484 gold. But for some reason, it shows us actually in SmackDown Live Pittsburgh with the event completed, which is really strange. So it means something is not synced right with the server, because we actually completed this and we can't actually advance in it. So, really strange. So when we try to back out, it actually shows Superstar difficulty completed. And it shows the same events that we have, but for some reason it shows we have 2 new ones, probably because we haven't actually done it. It shows all of our gold expended. And we actually have full energy when we only had 21 out of 25 energy. So something is not right between the save files, and I'm not really sure why. Alright, so as you guys saw, SmackDown Live Pittsburgh Superstar difficulty is completed. We still have our 3,059 gold, and our energy is not maxed out, as you see. So there's definitely some issues between the save files between iOS and Android. And here's a scenario. I have an Android phone, and I have an iOS tablet. However, I also have an Android tablet that did not have the same save file as my iPad. So let's actually open up Mayhem from a clean device, and let's see what it shows us. And this one still shows us at 2,984 gold, as you can see right there. So this one acts like we haven't opened up any cases. Our energy is full. And we still have Superstar difficulty completed. So there is some weird syncing between 3 different devices altogether. As you see, I have 2,984 gold there. And if we open up Mayhem on our phone, and we're going to keep it live, 484 gold. But on the iPad, 3,000 gold. So what the hell is going on with the save files? Again, I've done this video not to promote hacking, cheating, exploiting. And if Reliance Games wants me to take the video down because it serves that way, just email me at HollywoodShono@gmail.com. or get a hold of me on my Facebook page, comment in one of my YouTube videos. You have me on Twitter, or you should have me on Twitter as HollywoodShono. Again, I want to work with you guys, and I want to experiment and test out some things, so I would really love it if you guys get back with me in one way or another, either saying, thank you, HollywoodShono, for your input and how multi-devices work, so we can try to resolve this problem together, or flat out tell me, stop doing this, because it's not healthy. So play on one device for now. I don't recommend playing on more than one device every day, especially when there are different rewards. Like, for example, this case is not available on Android or on iOS. And as you saw, both of my Android devices had different actual amounts of gold. So I would recommend playing on one device at a time. Don't try to switch back and forth between them that often, because I don't know exactly how the save files work and the syncing goes, but I can tell you this: if you play Versus, you're fine. I don't think there's going to be any problems with Versus. It has to do with the events, and it has to do with loot cases. Both of those will actually screw up your save file. So I think that if you don't open up any loot cases, you're fine. Don't spend any gold, and you should be able to switch between devices freely. I would love to hear from Reliance Games on potential issues, and I urge you guys to share this video with Reliance Games. Post it in different videos on Reddit. Let's get an answer to this together. Let's get all the save files unified and get all the devices to get the same stuff at the same time, and not favoring Android, which has a gorgeous screen when you actually play the game. But sometimes it's more convenient to play on iOS. Maybe the game runs faster. Maybe you have a slower phone. Maybe you have an iPad that you can throw everything at it. Maybe you have a Samsung Galaxy Tab S3, you can run at 70%, and you have an iPad Pro, which you can run maxed out and not have any problems. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if your experiments are working and what nightmare stories you've had regarding loot cases, getting 4-star characters denied. Comment down below. Let the developers know. And also make sure you have your account ID handy in case you need it fixed, or they can investigate it. Have a wonderful day, kids, and bring on the mayhem.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!